This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Domain.com. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mark Linsangan here from Techno Buffalo, and in today's episode of Rumor Roundup, we'll be talking about the iPhone 6C, the LG G4, and HTC's phablet, the HTC One M9 Plus. This is Rumor Roundup, so let's go ahead and get started. The HTC One M9 Plus just became a bit more real with a couple of new images coming out of China. The images, which followed earlier news of an HTC press event that will be held in China on April 8th, seem to solidify some of the specs that leaked this week. That is, if the images are real, and we can't say for sure if they are or not. Looking at the images, you'll see a home button in the front, which could possibly double as a fingerprint reader. Now, if you remember back in 2013 when the HTC One Max came out with its fingerprint scanner on the back, it just didn't work as well as Touch ID. Now let's hope HTC went back to the drawing board and fixed some of those issues. The One M9 Plus is also supposed to be packing a QHD display, which is something we were hoping for in the One M9. Other specs reportedly include a 20 megapixel camera, a MediaTek processor, and 3 GB of RAM. Unfortunately, it seems like the One M9 Plus is only destined for Asia at this point, but we'll of course let you know if HTC says otherwise on April 8th. Last year's iPhone 5C may not have been the major success Apple's expected it to be, but Apple is not giving up on the colorful plastic iPhones just yet. A new report claims a new 4-inch iPhone 6C will launch alongside the iPhone 6S and iPhone 6S Plus this fall. Digitimes report that all of the new iPhones will feature Gorilla Glass as expected and will be powered by Apple's new A9 processor. They're also expected to feature NFC, just like the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, but it's unclear if that'll be used for anything more than Apple Pay. While Digitimes has a pretty spotty track record when it comes to Apple speculations, an iPhone 6C makes a lot of sense. It's unlikely Apple will want to offer the iPhone 5C or the iPhone 5S for another year, so it may need a new 4-inch replacement to cater to those who find a 4.7-inch and 5.5-inch iPhone 6S lineup too big. If Apple's not going to skimp on internals for the iPhone C and offer the same internals as the 6S, I think people are going to have a tough time deciding which ones to buy. Let me stop the video real fast and thank our friends over at Domain.com. This is the place to go when the next great idea hits you. It's a one-stop shopping for all your domain names and web hosting email needs. Domain want to hook our fans up with a pretty cool offer. Save 20% on domain names and web hosting if you use the coupon code TechnoBuffalo. It's all one word in caps at Domain.com's checkout. Now, we've already seen a few leaked renders of the LG G4, but this morning, the first alleged real photos of the device have surfaced shared online through XDA Developers Forum. These images may be our best look yet at the LG G4. Now, from looking at the photos, there's no G4 branding just yet, but LG's logo is clearly visible along with the stern warning that the unit is not for sale. We're guessing this is a mostly finished prototype as the device seems to be packing full set of rear buttons and flash modules. We're expecting the LG G4 to sport a powerful 20.7 megapixel camera, a beefed up 3K display, and a plastic design similar to what we saw on the G3. Now, there's also speculation that the specific device that was leaked could be the G4 Note instead of the G4 due to that stylus that was clearly taken out of the device. Now, to us, it looks like a metal antenna, but we'll let you be the judge. LG is expected to unveil the G4 sometime this spring. With April just a few days away, it may not be much longer before we get an official look at what's shaping up to be one of the best new phones of 2015. Anyways, that's it for this episode of Rumor Roundup. Anything that I talked about in this video will be linked down below that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one.